Yes, Ikigai. Ikigai. I mean, it's Japanese. I hope I pronounce it right. And I bet you have heard of the theory of Ikigai. It's close to working in flow, but it's different, and it's different. And one of the things that I'm almost positive about, I think you have seen this whole schedule. What do you love in life? What are you good at? What does the world need? And where do they want to pay you for? And this, my freedom entrepreneurs, this is what entrepreneurship is about. It's about building an online business that can keep you happy for decades, at least, like forever and ever almost. But if you work from a place of Ikigai, your business is your lifeline. It's not saving you. You work on your business and it enables you to have a great life. So what am I going to do in this video? I read a lot of books. People that know me know that I read a lot of books. This is one of the books I really loved to read because it has a little bit of philosophy. It has a little bit of Zen Buddhism. They call it different. They call it Shinsu, I think. Yeah, Japanese. But the thing is, I wrote down here 5 main rules of Ikigai, 5 steps of Ikigai, which I think are one-on-one applicable for you, for entrepreneurs. And I want to explain them to you. And I want to talk about it and I want to ask you a question. Are you ready? For the first one, and I'm going to share some of my stories, some of the things that I encountered, some of the things I did wrong. Yeah, life lessons. Number 1, Ikigai. In fact, it's 2 steps. Take it slow and stay active. Stay active. This book also talks about people becoming 100 years old, like the centennials. In Japan, there are a lot of old people. How do they get this old? They all have their own little garden with vegetables, and they eat their own veggies. They eat their own vegetables. Metaphorically speaking, for entrepreneurs, if you would all have your own garden, your own community, your own bubble, and you would really nourish and love your community, you would do the things that you need to do for them. But that means, take the garden in mind, you cannot do everything. You cannot force a flower to grow. You cannot pull on the grass in order to have it grow. You cannot force a tree to give apples. So you cannot force your community to blossom, to flourish, to become successful. You cannot do it. You can only create perfect circumstances. You can create fertilizer, if you would stay in a garden metaphor. But if you compare it to being a business coach or being an online coach or a mentor or whatever you call yourself, you are not responsible for the result of your clients. And you can do a lot of things in order to make it easy for your clients. For example, if you want your, let's say, your apple tree to grow, then you know that it needs a spot with some sunshine. You know that it needs water. And you know that it needs soil that is not too much filled with clay. I'm thinking about my own apple tree. Like in our garden, we have a sand-based garden. It's a lot of sand, no clay. Apple trees do grow. Walnut trees are perfect here. But a pear trees, disaster. So I cannot grow a pear tree here. I live in the Netherlands. I don't have to try to create or to have lemon trees or orange trees or grapes maybe. The circumstances are too difficult. So if you are an entrepreneur, either being a coach or being coached, think about your foundation. Think about, am I in the right environment? Am I in the light? Am I in the sun? Is there enough encouragement in my foundation? Like, is the soil okay? Are my roots okay? And if you think about this whole concept, then probably you have to be honest with yourself, maybe, I don't know. But we'll get to that in the other steps as well. But it's up to you to take action, to change certain things and take responsibility for your success. But then again, step number 1 is stay active, be in your garden, work on yourself, exercise every day, and take it slow. Take it slow, because otherwise, if you would work for 80 or 90 hours per week, every weekend you hustle and you want to get things done and you compare yourself to the Tony Robbins of this world or whatever, it's your one-way street for burnout. So don't do that. Take it slow, and building a business takes time. That's what my own business coach always says. Sigrun, building a business takes time. Yes. If you have any questions or remarks, please put them in the comments. Because step number 2 from this book, from the Ikigai book, is surround yourself with good friends. Surround yourself with good friends. And I love this piece of advice. People that lift you up, people that give you a better mood, people that make you laugh, people that share your interest, people that can understand where you come from and what you want to achieve, people that do not belittle you. This, my dear entrepreneurs, this is one of the best advices for you if you feel your network is not supportive. You need network, you need people around you that get it, that they feel what you do, that they know about the struggle of being a good entrepreneur. And I know from experience that business buddies, mastermind buddies, people you meet in a business setting, they can become very, very good friends. Because at the level of entrepreneurship, they get it. They know what you mean. They know sometimes how hard it is. They know what your family says. They know what limiting beliefs are. They know your inner struggle to become the better version of yourself. And I think if you feel that you are in a network of entrepreneurs who do not get this, who don't want to see you successful, leave them. Say, thank you for being in my life. It's time that I move on. Because this is one of my, and I know from experience, not only my, but this is one of the best advices you can give. In fact, this advice, this same advice, you can also find it in the Think and Grow Rich book by Napoleon Hill. It's the mastermind method. Surround yourself with like-minded people. And please do that. Don't wait for it. Don't make yourself smaller than you want to be. Surround yourself with good people. And for me, that also can make you laugh. I love it when there's a good atmosphere. So this is tip or step number 2 from the Ikigai book. I see people still coming in, and I know a lot of people will watch the replay, so yes. I don't know the name anymore. There's this big thinker. He said, "You are the average of the 5 people that you work with or you surround yourself with." And I run tests on that like every day, and I ask it to all my entrepreneurs, all my mastermind students, all the people in my network, and I must confirm you it's true. If you want to stay poor, surround yourself with poor people. If you want to be richer, have more money, invest more in your business, have more opportunities, travel more, surround yourself with people who already do what you want to do. Be picky in that. Tip number 3. Get in shape and smile. Get in shape and smile. That means being happy, working in flow, being happy with what you do. Get in shape. Exercise. One of the most important things for me is walking the dog every day. I'm not a big sports fan. Too bad. But I'm not. Walking the dog and sleeping 8 hours per night. Like every night I want to sleep 8 hours. For me, that's a survival mechanism. What is it for you? Like, get in shape and smile. It's also about good food. It's about everything. In the Ikigai book, it also says don't overeat. If you have eaten about 80% of what you need, stop eating. Don't fill yourself up. Eat the good stuff. Eat vegetables. Eat fruit. Not too much meat. And well, we all know that. Now do it. But I love the advice. Smile. Why not? Be happy. And I know that you attract clients if you are happy, if you bring them joy, if you understand them. But don't always complain about things that go wrong or things that should have gone better or the weather. No, you don't have responsibility for that. The only responsibility you have is for yourself and for your own mood. So that's tip number 3. Get in shape and smile. Actually, it's 2 tips, but I made one of them. I can do that. One of my biggest talents is simplify. I'm doing this for you. You don't have to read this book after you have finished the video. I've read it for you and I love it. Tip number 4 from Ikigai. Give thanks. Nowadays, people call it gratitude. Be grateful for what you have. And I think that's one of the most important emotions you can have, you can feel. If you are really grateful for what you have, there would be no more, for example, body shaming on yourself. There would be no more imposter syndrome. There would be no more thinking less of yourself than you are. Let's talk about body shaming. I mean, I hate it when women do that. I really hate it. Why? Because when I'm in a group with healthy women, I mean healthy enough to sit with me, and they start to talk about their body as if it is not good. Like, I don't want to go to the swimming pool because I'm a little bit too fat, or I don't want to swim with my grandchildren because I don't do that. And the thing is, if I say your body has given you the opportunity to be in this room with me, with us, it's your body doing that. Your body has given you the opportunity to drive in a car, to be on a bicycle, to study all the books that you needed to study. Your brain has enabled you to be here with us. I mean, you are clever enough to be here. You understand what we're talking about. Your ears are working, your nose is working, and every time that you feel grateful about like emotions or sensations you have, please be grateful. My body has given birth to 3 children. It was a hell of a job, but it did. And I'm grateful for that. I'm 53 years old now, Is my body still perfect? Does everything work like it should? No, it doesn't. But I still can walk with the dog, I can ride my horse, I can ride the car, I can travel all over the world. My ears are still okay. They do get a little bit worse every now and then, but I mean, I'm grateful for the things that there are, and I know that if you feel gratefulness towards, I don't know, your parents, your family, your body, everything, then it's only looking forward. So give thanks to everything and everyone that makes it possible that you understand me, that you can listen to me, and that you can build your business, because I'm talking to entrepreneurs right here, right now. Then about the whole concept of Ikigai. And I want to see if I can share my screen a little bit. I can, but I don't know what you see right now. Yeah, you can see something, but it's a bit strange because you cannot see my full screen. So, no, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Current application. Let's see. No. 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 Anyway, I prepared this whole diagram so I could sign it for you. What does Ikigai mean? I mean, there's a literal wording for it, and it's in the book, and I'll put it in the show notes or in the comments later. But finding your Ikigai is number one. What are you good at? What is your unique talent? What is your zone of genius? I mean, we all have these words for it, but what is it really? And if you have a hard time finding that, I got one other tip for you. Finding your real strengths, please go to Clifton Strengths Finder, the Gallup Strengths they call it. Please do the online assessment. It's about $49, $59, I don't know. I mean, it's not for free, but it's great. So my strengths, like in the top 10 of my strengths, is one of them is maximizer, like minimal effort, maximum result, yes, and simplify. I love to simplify things. I love to read, and I love to deduct, and I love to think, and then make it simple for you and for myself also. Doesn't mean I don't understand it. No, I really understand it, but my credo is always, why would you do it the hard way? Why would you explain it in a way that no one understands it? That's stupid. Don't need that. So, what are you good at? Please know your strengths. Then number two is, what do you love to do? Where do you get in flow? For me, it's writing, it's reading, it's connecting with people, it's traveling. I forget the time when I do those things. So what do you love to do? Make a list of, I don't know, 10, 20, 100 things you love to do, and find out if you can use it in your business. Number three, what does the world need? What does it need? So if you offer something, and there are some people in your surroundings that say, well, I don't know if people are going to buy it, don't be discouraged right away. Test it. But after a few months, more and more people say, well, we don't need this, or we don't buy, reconsider. Is this what the world needs, yes or no? Don't listen only to one advice. Never do that, but test it, experiment it in the right target audience. And then number four is, what can I be paid for? What are people willing to pay me for? What problem do I solve, if you do it in marketing words? And then you have this square of the four Ikigai questions. number 1 and 2 combined. So what are you good at and what do you love? That's what people call your passion. And I know it's like a fashionable word, your passion. Do not only follow your passion. Following your passion is stupid if you cannot make money from it. And I'm talking to entrepreneurs here. If classic cars is your passion and it's your hobby and you love that and you have enough money, it's okay, but not as an entrepreneur, not as an, I want to follow my passion and that has to bring me money. No, if the world does not need your passion, it does not bring you money. Then the combination of what do you love and what does the world need, that's your mission. That's why you are here. That's why you are an entrepreneur. The mission of this is what I want to bring into the world. Number 3 and 4 is what can I be paid for? What does the world need? It's your vocation. That's what you are called to do. So what do you want to be paid for? What can I be paid for? When do people offer me their credit card and what does the world need? So I had this one crazy example of a lady in Los Angeles, and she is like beautifully looking, gorgeous woman, and she's clever and intelligent, and she's like an LA woman, and I loved her. And we were writing love notes to each other, and she said, Janet, she said to me, if you could put your self-confidence in a bottle, like bottled self-confidence, and you could sell it to me, then I would give you my credit card right away. And in the first minute, I did not even understand what she meant. Like, I cannot sell my self-confidence. I cannot. I mean, it's just there. The only thing that I can do, and that's why I read a lot and that's why I study a lot of material, I can teach you the principles of mind control, self-confidence, and being happy in your own body, in your own mind, and with your own capacities. I cannot do the tricks that other people do. You cannot do my tricks because you are different. We are all different. But I can teach you the principles. I can teach you the self-confidence formula. In fact, I did a webinar about it last week, and I'll give you the link of the self-confidence webinar if you like. I'll put it in the comments and you can re-listen to that. It contains the self-confidence formula of the Think and Grow Rich workbook. Okay, back to the schedule. The combination of what are you good at, what can I be paid for, that's called a profession. That is when you go to university or you go to some school and you learn something, and then you say, well, I learned to do, I don't know, bookkeeping, whatever. You're good at it, you like the numbers, you're educated, you're certified, etc. Yes, companies are willing to pay you for that, like a lot of money. That's your profession. But it still is not your Ikigai. It's not why you are here and what you are meant to do. Finding your Ikigai is the combination of your passion, your mission, your vocation, and profession. It took me 45 years to discover it. So if you're younger, there's still hope. If you're older than me right now, you have to get to it. You have to get to start to know and learn your Ikigai. So, highly recommend this book. Absolutely, I highly recommend working on yourself with regards to this, and I hope this was a useful lecture for you, or I don't know, class, masterclass, whatever. It was very small. If you want to know everything about why people in Japan turn 100 years old and what kinds of Tai Chi and everything there is, you should read it. But it's a good book. It's a good book. But other than my simplifying 5 steps, you don't need to know anything else. The only thing that you need to realize is that you have to live by the rules. And I think that's the most important thing. So, have a great afternoon. see you again with another book, because I'm preparing books, I'm preparing all kinds of material about self-confidence, about building a business that can support you for a long term, that makes you happy in the long run. And of course, it has to give you freedom and money. I mean, that's being an entrepreneur is all about. So take care. I'll put some comments there. The only thing that I can advise you is listen to an upcoming webinar that my business coach Sigrun is hosting about how to build a business for long-term success. I mean, we are all a little bit on the same path. We don't want a business that's only there for 1 month. That's stupid. So I'll put everything in the comments. Please develop yourselves, be honest with yourselves, and find your Ikigai. Bye bye.